I just got back from an advanced screening of Final Destination Bloodlines, and I decided I'll give you my quick thoughts on the movie, quick little review, because, well, I don't really have too much to say about it. I'd say for the most part, I had a pretty good time with this movie, and I feel like diehard fans of the franchise will be somewhat pretty happy. It definitely felt like the Scream 5 of the Final Destination franchise. It felt very back to basics. I mean, it's been like, what, more than a decade since we got the last movie, and I felt like, hey, it's been many years, here you go, here's a new movie, and let's just have some fun. And it kind of felt like, you know, same thing all over again, except, you know, they did some things differently. I mean, look at the tagline, like, death runs in the family, so you got this, like, family, you know, that death is specifically targeting because of something, this certain character, Iris, something that happened to her back in the 60s and stuff, and she was in a really tall building, and that's all I'm going to say without, you know, getting into spoilers. As you would expect from a Final Destination movie, this movie had some really very creative kills. A lot of the early reactions seem to be complaining about the CGI kills, which, yes, this movie does have a bit of CGI moments in it, and I think maybe other than, like, one kill scene where I was looking at it and I was like, I mean, yeah, that is CGI. That is pretty obvious. But for the most part, the CGI didn't bother me. It wasn't like so bad. I was like, oh, this is really taking me out of the movie. Like, I was okay with it. I think the kills were great, and then I think the MRI one was definitely the one that stood out to me. I mean, you'll know what I mean when you see the movie. It was an interesting, also a bit of a comedic kill, but it was very slow, and it was a lot. This movie thankfully actually made me laugh a few times, and when it comes to the family that we're focusing on the entire movie, I mean, some of them were given like zero development, some of them were just there to be just future kills, nothing more. They said a few lines here and there, but they were just there to be killed, and yeah, that's it. But I've seen the other movies, I know like how they handle their characters and the dialogue and all that, and it didn't really faze me too much. I was fine with it, and it didn't really take me out of the movie. It was whatever. I could take it. And of course, Tony Todd does make an appearance in this movie, and I'd say it's very short and sweet, and could even make people emotional, knowing that this is obviously going to be the last time we'll see him in a Final Destination movie. And I actually really liked the scene. I think it actually make people emotional, knowing, you know, Tony Todd's passing and stuff. I think this could definitely be a scene that could make people, you know, tear up. It's a pretty, like, somewhat emotional scene. So, yeah, I really like that. That was really cool. The third act ending of this movie, I mean, if you've seen, like, a single Final Destination movie, you'll be able to predict where it goes from, like, a mile away. It was nothing special, but like I said, the movie is very back to basics. It does some things differently, especially with, like, the opening scene taking place in the 60s and all that. I like that. That was cool. And for the most part, I did enjoy this movie. And I think diehard fans will also get a kick out of it if you can, you know, deal with the obvious, you know, CGI kills here and there. Then you'll like this movie. It's enjoyable. It's harmless. It's fun. It's just nothing special if you've seen the other movies. But yeah, I don't know. Final Destination Bloodlines. I saw it as a solid welcome back to the franchise.